All right. So, design day, I already started. Um, we do have a design, which is fine. I've shared it here a few times. Um, oh wait, yesterday we made a plan. Let's go back. The goals for yesterday, maybe I have that somewhere. Let's see. Goals for yesterday was be able to record indefinitely, save the entire recording to desktop, and segment the audio into approximately 10-minute pieces because our API only accepts 10-minute videos or less. And for all the unevaluated audio we might have, submit each segment for analysis. We want to store the JSON output from the analysis so we can look at it and use it. And we want to make an app in dev mode at the end of the day, so we could have it running today to gather more data. Which is pretty cool, because we actually did that, and we have it here. So let's start the day by hitting record, and hopefully by the end of the day when we sign off, we will have some audio that we can then go analyze and have a lot more data tomorrow. So here we go. Yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. Maybe we should just make a quick test to make sure it's not broken. So if we stop now, we should see a new recording on the desktop. Wish us luck. See, desktop. Today. Looks right. That's the timestamp now. Alright, seems like we're good. So now we are recording, and we are ready for a brand new day. July 3rd. Yesterday when we started, our goal was to figure out, we have this amazing design, we have this amazing JSON payload that gives us a bunch of things, including stats on how is our grammar, how well are we pronouncing things, intonation, etc, etc, etc. I actually started super early today, so I have gone ahead and started at thinking about what do we want to do with this. So you're just gonna join in, and yeah, see what we're doing, what we're up to, and let's figure out how we can make meaning of this data. My current thinking is, let's get rid of this for a while. Don't need it right now. We have the JSON payload, and we have the JSON payload analyzing the way we speak. It breaks down things into sentences, into words, syllables, and sounds, and we get a bunch of data that we can track its grammar, pronunciation, vocabulary, fluency, intonation, and we can use that to compute an overall speaking score as well. So what I want to do is build a mental model and maybe some visual designs around how can we visualize this, because that's how I tend to work. Is I start with the experience, and then, like, of course, right now the technical stuff is the limitation, so we can't really do stuff that we don't have the technical capability to do right now. So let's, within the technical boundaries that we do have, how can we express this in a meaningful way? And as I said earlier, we started already, or I started already before turning this on. And this is where I got to so far, and there's a few things that I don't like and some things that I really like. So we're going to iterate on this and see if we can make this more pretty, more meaningful, and yeah, take it from there. In terms of capabilities, I imagine that we want to connect the user's calendar so we can see what kind of calls do we have coming up and just auto record those. I've done some technical research a while back, and it should be possible to detect when is Zoom, Teams, pick your favorite call client running, and just start the call when that's happening. And we can even like make a Chrome extension, I guess, to just detect it and tell our app, hey, go record whenever a call is running in the browser as well. But the gist is, I would like to connect to the calendar and give the user the ability to say, hey, record this, and this meeting, but not these two. This way, the user don't have to worry. We'll just record everything and live happily ever after. Because it is a bit tedious and annoying to go back and forth, say, hey, record all the time. It should just happen in the background, similar to like how you can wear smart watch, go for a walk, and ta-da, you're welcome, you have the steps collected. It should be that simple. So, upcoming calls today, this is your schedule. This is coming from your calendar. Either we'll record it or we won't. Probably here we want to have some sort of indicator showing that the calendar is connected. So maybe we should just turn this into a frame. The frame here should just fill the container. And then this text frame needs to lay out itself. Text needs to fill the container. And then we'll add one more body of text, and now they share the space. And here, for better or for worse, we'll just grab a calendar icon, hug the content, and ta-da! Something is up. It's because this has a fixed height of 40. So we'll give this a fixed height, still hug the content, and just no.
The easiest way to get into the meditative state is to begin by listening.
Doesn't look exactly the way I want, but we can probably live with this for now. I'll just find an icon later. There's a bit of an alignment issue here where their icon is just like further down than the text. It's a minor thing, but it's kind of messy. It looks weird. These have a width of 40. So what we'll just do is let's frame this and say you're 30 by 40 or 40 by 30. Do some layout magic and hug the content. Just give this maybe light background. By 30. Yeah, I don't like that either. No background. Push it to the bottom. Add some width. We call it a day for now. Yeah, let's see. Looks terrible. It's messy. Because it's an icon, I think. Not super important, but it's kind of important. I need to figure out what I want to do eventually anyway. Sometimes I like to use just hero icons. It's super simple. Let's see if we can find something that looks like what we're looking for. Something that's looks like a connect symbol or a calendar symbol. Notification, kind of there. Maybe the bold. The bold is always good. We have a bold with a slash on if you're not connected. Let's try this and just see what happens. Rid ourselves of the icon. And we have vector. Right now, we're probably, let's give it some sort of a green. Shouldn't be something that we notice too much. Or maybe not an icon. We'll show if you're not connected and encourage you to connect at first, but this assumes the user is connected, so it doesn't really matter with an icon. Chances are the user will probably not need to engage with it ever again after it's set up, unless they want to disconnect it, which they can do from a preference page that we don't have yet, but they will get. So we probably won't need the icon after all. Great. Right now we also have this toggle saying, hey, we want to auto-record when you jump on a call. Since we can detect the clients running and just connect or start recording. Do we even need upcoming calls? Maybe, maybe not. I kind of like that idea of being able to, hey, we know that we're going to connect to these, instead of just like magically auto-recording all the time. So maybe we will change this, because I do think it's important that, so we say, instead of auto-record, ask when jumping on a unscheduled call. So if it's not something that's in your calendar, but you're jumping on a call, we'll just say, hey, do you want to collect this or record this? Is it weird that it's right aligned, not left, or center? Let's see. This. Nope. this. I love this toggle button, by the way. Someone did it and they did a really good job. I love these. They're so cool. This is probably what we should use, but I think this is so nice. I really love it. Meh. I like the other one better. This feels like old school iOS stuff. It's like the details are so nice. Like one of those things that like no one will see except me, but I kind of like it. Could be cool to do something like this. Show the next three. What's the fuss? Here. Why is it weird? Content? Okay. kind of like this. And then we will do the same down here. And then don't do yesterday and beyond. Just show the earlier sessions. And we'll just change this so it's not the same. Let's give this is a decent, not a decent one, it's an improve. It's a one-on-one, it's a check-in with Sammy. 22 minutes recorded. The idea here is we'll give an overall speaking score per session, and then each of the lines here represent how well you're doing on vocabulary, grammar, etc. And my hope is, like, we'll keep it simple, but we'll visualize how we did, and maybe we could have some UI or some sort of saying, hey, practice based on this session. So each session will have particular steps that the user can take to improve their English. It might be that you're mispronouncing words, it might be that you're speaking too fast. But you can train and fix whatever it is that we detect per session. And we'll say, yay, good job. And this should hopefully lead to way better skills in speaking English. I have a dream feature as well that I would love to do, but that's for later. But I would love to detect live when the user is saying like. So if I say like all the time, or I swear a lot, my screen would light up, or I could choose to hear a sound or something. It's not that difficult to do, but it's certainly a nice to have feature compared to like getting this base workflow working. But with the work that we did yesterday, we're technically recording sessions, which is great. Curious how well this will work. It'll be one of those things where we have to build it, try it, and see what happens. Just feel it. We can't design our way out of that. We'll know we can feel it. Need one more entry. Maybe 5 is too much. Maybe 3 and 3. I don't know. Let's stick to 5 for now. 3 top, 5 bottom. screw the screen call. Really focusing. We're getting great grades on that one. Maybe the grade one should be green. I don't know. Right now it's just like primary color purple. Okay. Does this feel too small? Maybe I'm just looking at it. Let's see. Just comparing with something else. Feels kind of small-ish. Kind of smallish. How big is the font? 12? Create a style. Base text. How does this even work? Here? Oh, I see. Here. 13. 14? 14. Regular? Light is too light. Regular. Medium. Medium is on the heavy. You just go regular. Nice. Cool. I feel like the black is on the heavier side. This is nice. Let's keep this for now. Maybe slightly lighter. We don't want to be too far off, then we lose too much contrast. Like if we do like this, it's quite common, like, oh, it looks nice, you can always not see it, and kind of like defies the purpose then, because if you have eyesight problems, you're like, oh shit, what does it even say? So we do want to have some contrast in there. Maybe like this. Store this. Secondary text color. Base text. I'm just gonna do a header. We went with 14. Had the Oh, that's nice. Not too crazy. Maybe the line height is a bit. Maybe it's fine. Do we have spacing in between? Let's see. Let's work with this for now. Okay, and then we have another component down here. Do the same. Header. Base. Text. This is completely black. Color suggested, you should probably click it. Don't want that. So let's see if we can find something in between this, just slightly darker. There we go. This feels like a lot. Here. I always wondered whether like there's some math formula to like figure out how or what, like, how you want to pick related colors, or if it's just down to the individual and like, oh, like feeling the wind, this is good enough for me, or I like this, and then that's it. I'm sure there's some science behind it. There has to be, right? There has to be. Alright, let's store this one. Whoops. This we like. Keep it. Say base text color. Or primary text color? Primary text color. Cool. Base text header. We want it to be the primary text color. This down here, we want it to be the secondary text color. Ah, much better. Now we are font confused. But that's okay. Can we do like this and now we'll just work with what we got and only add more if we feel like we need it. See how far that takes us. Let's do something about these headers. It feels like the next thing. Section header. And our section header, we would like that to be first and foremost the right font. Extra bold. Feels maybe slightly too bold. That feels like not enough. This, and then it feels like it's so close together. That also feels way too big. I feel like I want to go 12. Probably the 2 most 3. Zoom out. small. Let's see. 14. That definitely feels oversized. 13. Also too big. 12. Isn't the color? Primary text. And we'll that feels like a lot. So we will try and just add some opacity until we feel like it's talking to us. Too little. Yeah, the extendedness feels kind of off. I don't like the fact that it feels like the letters are sitting almost on top of each other. I feel like Inter is doing a slightly better job. But we can't mix, we gotta choose. So bold. See, that just feels like me. Better. Let's keep it. Okay. This section header. I don't dig it completely. It feels wrong. But what does wrong mean? Let's just fix this one. Base text. Secondary text. This we're not gonna do anything about except say section header. That feels nice for some reason. 45. right. This in here is not a component, regretfully. Also, this is not what we want it to be, but let's fix that. So we have our score, we have our ranking, and we want it to auto layout. Oh no. Content, up content, and yeah, I would like that to be on the same line. I'm gonna cheat and just do this. Yes, we are. Okay. Large data text. Light feels very light. Regular. This becomes a base text. Hot content. Base text header. Okay. Could be worse. Here, distance between 4. That'll do. Break component. What should we call it? Large speaking stats. We want some properties, we want some text. Overall score 81. Nope. Overall score 81. Rank top 31%. Header, overall speaking score. Body text or description. Your all done. Then we just need to connect these. Description, header, rank, overall score. Wonderful. So we just need to replace the rest. The benefits of using a component is if we change our mind on how it looks, we can just like change it once and be done with it, which is quite neat. So assets, large speaking stat, insert instance. I'm sure there is someone out there that's a gazillion times faster than me, which is perfectly okay. And I'm sure there's smarter ways to use this as well. I have never really used components before this project, so I'm just figuring it out as we go. Vocabulary, top 12%. Grammar. %. Whoops. Where did we go? 67, and we can say this we no longer need. Rinse and repeat. I saw Figma announce that they're doing some AI stuff. I really hope this is some of the things where you can just speak to Figma and say, hey, do this, and we'll be done. That would be awesome. So, let's have 19%, blue and C. All these texts I kind of created, but also kind of did not create. I made myself a GPT called For the Love of Copy and told it to be kind of pathetic but straightforward as a copywriter, and I tell it, hey, here is what I want you to know, and then write a single sentence explaining what it actually is in human language. And it works out pretty well. I'm not the best copywriter, so this is really helpful for me, but at the same time, I also know, especially from my time at Slack, the value of good copy is basically everything. The ethos at Slack was every engagement that you have with the customer is a part of your brand, and I think that's a huge reason why, a great contributing factor to why Slack was so widely popular. It was because the copy and the values of the company was like weaved into the fabric of every process and everything that the company did, including copy. And early on, Slack hired someone called Anna, which is like, in my opinion, one of the world's top tier folks when it comes to copy. Like the best that I've ever worked with, for sure. And she's a really, really kind and nice person, like everyone else at Slack as well. But she She was so funny and so good at what she do. So I'll forever grateful for having worked with her and learned so much. And now I'm just like trying to honor her and everything else that I've seen in the past work well, but in particular, I think her work by thinking about copy and putting copy and experience first throughout everything that we do. And just explain it in clear human language. Like, I think Slack was known for its change logs of many things, especially early on. And it was because everyone is writing change logs like it's like read by only geeks. Like, oh, we moved this thing a few pixels, or we fixed this like this error code. Like, what does it even mean in human language? Just explain it for what it is. And that Slack did that, and it was a genius move, and it worked out so well. And it makes a ton of sense. Treat people like they're actually people. Intonation. And not machines. Let's see, let's assume you're bad at intonation and saying this is top. Well, not bad, but you're not as good as the rest. There's nothing bad. Everything's relative. All right. Same font. Now we just need the top bit up here. I would love to have some sort of... I keep, like, I have this mental idea of Angry Birds and how they have a level system for, like, how well are you completing a level? Is it, like, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star? I would love to do the same for how much do you actually use the application throughout the week. So like gamify it, but also just like to feel like you're making progress in terms of like recording and gathering stats. And we can do the same on like, are you reviewing and practicing based on your past sessions as well. But like, if you speak for 30 minutes, you get 1 star. If you then speak for 2 hours, you get 2 stars. If you speak for 10 hours a week, you get 3 stars. And if you like for, I don't know, 25 hours, you get like everything is glowing, but at the same time you get a challenge or a bad saying you're speaking too much or something, like kind of making a joke out of it that, hey, speak less or don't work too hard. Overwork yourself. But challenges and badges is not something that we got to yet. We'll get there. And we'll say section header. How do we feel about this? Alright. Feels like it needs a lot of color to not be boring, but I think the overall hierarchy is pretty good. I'm still on the fence of like, do we want to show a description as to what does vocabulary and grammar and fluency mean? I think yes, at least on the overview, and we can on a details page show it if you, as a tooltip, if you hover. But I think there's value in like, what does this even mean? In my first design, I had something that I would love to bring back here, which is this, the last 7 days. Let's just like try and copy that in and see if we can. What if we do like this? Let's say auto layout, stack to the right. And for I mean, this feels like too much, right? Do like this and say hot content. Looks like there's a spacer in here. Yep. Then we get rid of this and just say all caps this, hug the content, make it way smaller, let's say 10, but more bold, and like this. Bring it down to the same. I kind of like that. Do we have a crop feature here? Like this. Auto layout and horizontal, and then this one fills the container, unlocks the content, and this one fills the container as well. Oh no, no. You don't get to do this. I would like it to align with this one over here, which it doesn't. It's just for the text. We can probably cheat our way out of it visually. S7D. Slightly too small, but it's close. curious if it's too much. Too noisy. I like it, I think. It's a lot, but I also like to see my progress at a glance. Because could these be the other way around though? Is that better? Like this? No, the alignment is off, but like this or this. Swap these two. Bill and Huck. That makes top closer to the number or to your score, which is where it belongs. It's related to that. And then last 7 days, just like this is how you're doing in the last 7 days. It could be confusing, and you could think, is 7 days related to the chart or to the top? Am I just like top 31 in the last 7 days? Not even a thing. Maybe this is better. Cool. Good enough. So the old design had a lot more color and more vibrancy. Which I really like. But I think the new one is more meaningful from a value perspective. You can see what it is that you're up to. This one, like we could have something to the left of it. Right now the spacing is kind of weird. turn into blocks. We just like we duplicate the page. Say this is design 3. Are we then making a mess of if we change the components? Does it blow up? It's referencing the core component, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. So I wish we could just say, hey, make a copy. Is that a thing? Duplicate. No? Okay. Let's see if we can keep things. Duplicate. Alright. Duplicate this. I would like to change this create component. Nice. Cool, that actually works. So can we just do like this? Say you folks here, you are this over here. Oh, but we don't get to preserve all values then. That's unfortunate. Huh. That's kind of a shame, isn't it? Did it do it wrong? No. Oh well. Oh wait. No, 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 no. Not what we want. We would like to say detach, create component, and we don't have any properties. Unfortunate. Preferred values? What does this even do? Create property? Hold on. This is weird. Okay. We'll just do it again. It's fine. I'm sure there's a better way. Okay, top 31. This is why we need more followers. We need someone who gets Figma and understands what I'm trying to do. Because I don't. Body. Header overall speaking score. Okay, let's wire this up again and say body header or nope. Okay. Score top. Okay, perfect. And this. You are now becoming part of this. Fine. Fine. So what happens if we just do like this and say to 180? Hmm. Kinda like this background here. Let's find it. This. Mhm. I'll take a short break just to look away from this for like a few minutes, refill my water bottle, and we'll take a look at this with fresh eyes. I'll be right back. We are back at building our voice coach English teacher app for professionals. I like some pieces of it. I like that this is more airy, but it feels kind of bland and boring. I know boring is kind of good, but at the same time, not convinced. Maybe we should have a separator here. So this is one section, spacing, and then the sessions, or have a delimiter. And this over here we need some work as well. So if we grab these two, let's copy this, get rid of this. Hold on, what happened? Now I have two. We're gonna rid ourselves of all these. And say recording section. And content. And then these two. Whoops. Gonna group these together, auto layout, stack them, change the order. So recording is first, recent sessions is second, and rid ourselves of this and this. Little container. This. They are now officially aligned. This here, some spacing, point in the top. Is this too much? It probably is. Just recording, man. This is gonna sound really nerdy and we need to humanize this. The tech that suggests recording unscheduled calls. That sounds so boring. Can you make nicer. Huh. I like that. It's longer. Suggested recording impromptu calls. I like that. I like that a lot. Is it better that is like a recording red? Maybe. Maybe we can just grab something in here. I like the blue and purple shades. It's sort of like calming to me. It can't be all purple, right? This blue is close to the blue that we have down here. So maybe. Enough. This still feels... Does this feel nicer? Maybe it does. Can we just take this? Not that. Just try and borrow it for a second. Recording section recent. This is slightly too much in the top. A lot of too much in the top. Oh, what does something happen? Like this. Nope. Fixed width is okay. Fill container is better. Hold on. Something is messy. Fill container. Better. Left panel. Ooh. This does look better, doesn't it? It's kind of messed up still, but that's fixable. Let's see if we can find the root of this component here somewhere. That's this one maybe? Yep. Large header. Airiness is nice. So if we just say base text and then go back and fix the base text, the base text, you are now 150%. Let's go back and take a look. Recent sessions. We can't really go back, can we? That's gonna be hard. We just need to fix the sizing a bit, so we can have all 6 on the screen at the same time. So I guess this is what we're gonna do then. And this spacing is nice. This is actually unintended, but doesn't really matter. Can we duplicate this and do like this? Do like this. always the same. Oh no. Of course it is. Okay. So instead we will do like this. Move this out of the way. And start to merge. 40. Go into this one here. This is large header. Can we just tell you will be a large header instead? And this up here. This. Bottom drop shadow. Last drop shadow. This slightly too much. header. Kind of squished. What if we just move this up and aligns it with the top this week? Header. Like this. And we just say 10, maybe 12. And it's basically aligned to this. Call this next goal. Unlink this. Or not. It's fine. model layout. Oh, I just like to move it up ever so slightly. Oh, I see. It's this one. So 10 or 11. And 1. As the L and the text is not centered here, throwing me off. Maybe it needs to be like this. We just do like this and get rid of this and be done with it. 8. And this one here. It's here. 4. I think I like this better. Let's get rid of this. Yeah. Yay, much better. Take this just to make it feel real again, and we'll bring that over here. Oh. That entire thing we'll bring out here. Maybe we should split these two as well, similar to the one on the top over here. Does it need a header? Kind of feels like it needs something. Not that. So we have the tone from in here, but I would like it to be just slightly darker. So hue, saturation, brightness, the last value is brightness. So if we reduce brightness by some numbers, it'll maintain the same hue and the same saturation, but just remove the light from the color, which is a nice way of like maintaining the same shade, but like you can go all the way from like super light, super bright, to all the way to like very dark pitch black. It's still the same color. You can just see it moves vertically here, same hue, same saturation, which is the shade of color. And we can just say, okay, it's 40. Maybe we want it just slightly darker, so we go with 30. Probably too dark. 40 is nice. That way we can maintain a relationship between the colors, but still have different lightness and brightnesses and saturations, depending on your liking. So let's break up this one and see how it looks. Kind of like it. Yeah, I kind of like it. Still don't have a logo in here. Can't really figure out if it's like a part of me from back when I was doing mobile apps like 10 years ago, where like the common practice was to have the app logo in the top. Don't really think that's a thing anymore. I don't know, what does Discord do? No, it's just basically just UI and have a header. And why would you? It just takes up space. Figma doesn't have it, they have it out here. Just kind of neat. Slack on Windows, I remember was like quite controversial when we did that. Slack Windows app. No, the hard part was the header. This part up here. And make that feel integrated. Same thing with Mac OS because of the stoplights. So much trial and error. But eventually it worked out all right. And we can do something similar here. I think it kind of makes sense that we can then utilize the full screen estate. So if we have some sort of header that just looks like this, right? And just like, let's make it an arbitrary size and just say it's 40. Nice. And then let's put our goals next to it like this. And this one goes up, up, up. Now we're centered, I think. Yep, center. Which is pretty neat. Break this, make it slightly smaller. This. And actually, we could go kind of wild with this one and just, let's take the rectangle for now and just say this here. Let's grab this nice pinkish purple and go the opposite end of the spectrum and just say 80 or 20. It's kind of dark. We would like to maintain the same hue, but we can then go, say this is 60, 80, and have the same, sort of like the same hue, but way more color, way darker, maybe slightly too dark. Feels better. Maybe too colored. This looks really nice. Then we take these two and just go full on white. And then this one, it's just a gradient, so we can do whatever we want with it. Purple, the contrast color to purple is orange, so we could just like say, hey, orange. Oops. Break this and say, does this actually work? If we divide this by 2, we get something else? No. Or it did work, but not what I hoped it would be. Maybe that's too orange. What feels good? Yellow is all. Oh, is yellow the complementary color? Yellow might actually be the complementary color. Complementary color purple. Citrus shades. Orange, yellow. So warm yellow, which is what, 55 or 50? Kind of like 50. 8. Clean cut line. I kind of like that. It's not too shabby. Neat. We're getting somewhere. Let's take another look at this one. At the old design, we had something that looked kind of like this, which was pretty cool. Let's make 2 versions just to see. Oh shit. That's a lot. Oh wait, one thing that we do have on this design. No, we don't. Never mind. Kind of like these down here. The indicators for each of these. So you have 5 lines. The speaking score is here, and then 1 for each of these. And see, like what I imagine is like cursor over, and you can just like hover and see. Okay, let's take it slow. Break these, apply this. I feel like we probably want this to be something else. These things are like interconnected in terms of like you record, you influence your scores, but the session is something else. So if we do this, oh, this has shadow. These have shadow. These don't. Should they? And should these be like items? I feel like the text here is messing with us, so we're just gonna, can we rephrase this? Proficiency or lexical usage measure usage. It sounded really clever, maybe too clever. I'll probably use words to express the ideas and the complexity. And nuance. And have someone proofread this. But reflects how well you articulate and make yourself understood using proper. When speaking English. this is definitely too light. Not enough contrast. All right. Can I find a small calendar icon in here? Is that a thing? It is. It's the upcoming sessions I'm thinking about. I kind of would like to see that this is connected to something. Ouch. Okay. One more time. No. No. Pop it. Aha. Good. Upcoming sessions. Mm. That's nice. And we can then say you. Primer text color, and we just make it bordering invisible. That feels better. Nope. What does Discord do in terms of channels? Only in hover? Maybe it's still fine. I think Might be overthinking it. Contrast here is kind of shit. The top one, why is that? Here's my language. Why is it so dark? Is it the same? Secondary color? Who are you? Ah. There you go. Pass through is low. Much better. Neat. I have a friend who really would like to have this app. Which makes two of us. I wish it existed too. Maybe I'll just like send this to him and say, hey, what do you think? Take a new one where I'm not selecting text. Or we just do like this. Export. Nice. This is cool. I like it a lot. There's a few minor challenges with titling. We could do what ChatGPT does, which is just like derive a random caption from whatever it is that you're talking about. We might want to just do that for now. That seems like a very, very, very trivial task that any large language model might be able to do for us. Might even be able to do it locally for all I care. That might be a fun exercise. This is nice. I like this a lot, actually. This feels really good. The drop shadows are still kind of throwing me off. Let's play with that for a bit. Because these is just 10%. Yeah. Let's see. I kind of like the depth that it provides. Makes everything pop just a bit. But it can also be slightly too much. We would like it to look good, but not feel like everything is gonna float into your face. What about this? me just upload this somewhere. And then run this in the same size. And see what it looks like. Is that a thing? Title bar style. I can't even remember. Main. That works, right? No title bar. We have it here, but it still has traffic lights. Okay, doesn't matter. Alright, I need a 5-minute break, and then we're gonna do this and just like try and visualize how it's gonna look. I will be right back. All right. So, good news is I know a trick. So what I did was I uploaded this to Slack, and in Slack we have this ability to like view external link. This can give us a public link. From that we can grab the image URL, and what I did was using Electron Fiddle, which is like a playground basic app, just tell it to load this magical URL that has my screenshot, and that gives us this. We now have a sense of what would it actually look like if we had this as an application. Of course, it's not like it's far from perfect, but it's better than nothing. Maybe the headers over here are slightly too big. That's one thing. Need a bit more spacing here, I think. Still feel like these need some sort of something to make them less boring, but this over here I actually really like. Let's fiddle a bit with it. And this is the competitor that one of my colleagues sent me yesterday. We talked about it yesterday as well. Someone who have been thinking the same thing for as I did for a while, apparently. And they recently launched. Of course, I tried it out. It's quite cool. It's not exactly what I'm looking for, I think. And I'm still gonna bet on myself and the fact that I can build something that I would like to use. But it's nice to see that I'm not the only one thinking about this. And that might be a really, really good thing or really, really bad thing. We'll see. Alright, let's see if we can find our Figma. Probably here somewhere. Here we go. So we like this. We would like some more spacing in this bit here. This. And then this one here. Large speaking. Where did you go? This. The large data text. Maybe it's just slightly too large. Same thing for the large header. 16. Gives us a bit more breathing room as well, which we've been kind of missing. Then this. This here. Just raise that 4 pixels. 2. did cut this earlier, crop this. Maybe let's not do that. Just fill. And then small text. Bold. Disconnect this and just say +3. Maybe 4, and then we just get the last from this one. 6. I kind of like that, so we can see our progression for better for worse. And that also means for this up here, progress last 14 days. Can we get a chevron symbol? Down pointer? Downward pointing chevron arrow. This will do for now. Or forget about it, but we'll just do that in code later. These seem like they're still good friends, and I'm happy. Okay, cool. This bodes well. Do we want to change anything at this point? Do we feel good about it? I think we feel pretty good about it. There's a lot of details to be worked out though. What happens when you click all these different things? I feel like we can maintain the same hierarchy most of the time, so we have details over here and a panel to the left, even on a details page. Because let's just pick something and brainstorm for a second. We have another half an hour or so. So we have this. Let's do it like this. Nice. So let's say you click something. Let's say you click interview with project walkthrough or the daily stand-up. Today, 11:30. We then have overall score. $53. Grammar. $51. Fluency. Rough morning at the stand-up. It was not good. Vocabulary, it was alright. Now we're messing with the order. Pronunciation, 59. Intonation was not good either. It was like 45. It was a rough morning. Rough morning. Maybe it should be something like this, where we'll go and backward, then to back. That thing. All the way back, bring to front, send to back, send to back. Here we go. And then These definitely not selected. Session summary. And here we'll just have a bunch of text. And probably maybe we would like to have something like, here's a simple summary of why this score. You have 3 small exercises. Do better next time. Oops. Something like this. Let's copy this and go one more time and just pick something else, fluency. Oops. Fluency, what do we imagine? We imagine fluency has to, like, it's a few things, right? But I imagine it's like, let's pick 3 things. These 3. I have to sneeze just a second. Hold on. Where's my be right back button? Alright. I'm alive. Sorry about that. So, fluency. What does this mean? There's unexpected breaks. Because it probably makes sense to not count them, but scored 2 out of 5. The reason I'm saying not counted but scored is you can have one session that's like a call of 20 minutes, and then right now hopefully our app is still running, still recording. We are having a podcast session that's hours long. Can't even, like, 2 hours and 56 minutes so far long. And I'm gonna have far more breaks than someone on a 20-minute call. So let's make it relative to the duration of the session. Explainer of observation. We need to generate some sort of explanation of why this score. There is fluency, use of filler words, you said like 55 times, your current average per hour, your average last month is 70. So there is still work to do. Exercise recommendation. And then let's pick another thing. Probably pacing, words per minute. Speed talking. Science says speaking at 80 to 120 words per minute is good for understanding. Your current pace, your pace was 204, which is close to the world record in speed talking, but not great for helping others follow your ideas and slow down and avoid speeding tickets. And then can we do something like this? Star 2. You've been awarded the speed talking badge for crossing. Not congrats. Something like that. I would love to have these like small batches and small playful things in there. Not to roast you, but kind of to roast you if you're doing funny things or things that's not helpful. Just like, it's just a delightful kind of joyful thing. Something like that. Eventually, I would love to be able to do something like this. It's into the distant future. But say, turn on rapid speed detection and warning. verbal radar for speed detection. And this is an application add-on for 5. Just doing this real time does come with added costs, so as much as we would like to do this for free, it kind of makes them to charge for it, but it also helps you fix your habits way, way faster. And we can do the same thing for filler words, and we can technically probably do the same thing for unexpected breaks. Longer term, there's some cool stuff we can do around grammar, and so like Grammarly, where we can predict what you're going to say and where you're going to go, and give you recommendations for pacing and controlling yourself, and maybe even like verbal recommendations on like what you're going to say next. So like a teleprompter or something. I have some ideas that would be pretty cool to do. So this would be fun. But for now, we are just gonna do it like this. So we have the idea. Not everything is something that you can do something about right now. Like speed talking, we could probably do. Probably do something like this. Conversation. It's kind of tricky what I'm thinking about here, because we're not recording the other side for privacy reasons, but what this would basically do, I imagine, is play back 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes of you speaking, prompt, repeat back what you just said in the same way, but try and slow down. Maybe it will work, maybe it will be kind of weird. Like repeat yourself from a past conversation. Or you can just like build a bot that names a generic topic that you can talk about for like 2 minutes. Open-ended prompt. It could be cool if we like long-term could detect, hey, you're speeding up when you're getting excited, when you're passionate about something. Try and pace yourself in those particular moments, so we can get like the energy and the emotion side of it. How we're gonna do it and whether we have the data right now, I'm not sure, but it would be kind of cool to pick up on like when is this happening. But if we can detect it in real time, at least we can just like notify and say, hey, now you're speaking at a gazillion words a second. Slow down. And that might be a good first step. Let's see how we're doing. This is pretty good. Now we just need to go build it. Or maybe draw this first. Might actually be able to use the same design pattern as here. Overall score, vocabulary, grammar, and then like 2 exercises, recommendations, 1 exercise, recommendations, and then like go through exercises, a button in the bottom. Yeah, that might work. Let's try it. Hold on. There we go. Drew like this, drew like this, like this. We're gonna need one more. Cool. Top one. Overall score 53. Remaining. Vocabulary 70. Grammar. 2 recommendations. frequency. New batch. And recommendations. Pronunciation. Two exercises. Meaning. Intonation. One exercise remaining and 45. 59. 43. Go through exercises. Minutes. Say this.
you
Maybe we should just make a modified version of this that takes up the full width, like if it was like this. Demo text. Maybe something like this. Unexpected. The average user has 2 unexpected breaks per hour. Should we just try this for a sec? Okay, remove this, 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 and
it was a different kind of morning, one in which we woke up with an itch to go explore. We took the van and drove to Sandy Point, then booked it when we saw we couldn't swim.
need to go back. Something like pretty big one. I think probably do this and say fill container. And actually say this fill container. This. Header. 40 by 40. That's weird. Oh well, we'll hack it the other way around. Auto layout. 40. No. Build the container. Okay. Nope. This becomes white. Not an export, but it certainly needs a drop shadow. 10. We have our hero icons solid. And we can get a like this. This feels pretty good. Could just be an overlay that comes up from the bottom instead though. Something like this. Just do this. I could do this and this. Great. We have something that looks kind of neat. I like that, at least for starters. I think the key will be to make the assessment more helpful and more useful, but that requires a lot of like trial and error and iteration and working with the data. But I think this overall design is something that I feel quite good about. Definitely something we can work with. We might need to have some pro designers give us feedback at some point, but maybe. Let's call this final iteration for now, and we have the final iteration for now, and that should do the trick. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Our day was a day full of design. We started out with this, which also looks neat, but it's not exactly what we wanted. We started over, we got to this as a pretty bare bone, let's reset, and then merge the two into something new, which feels pretty good. We'll have to see if this is like too cotton candy-ish for our liking, and we have to like go back and reset and take another pass or two, but I think for starters, this is not bad. Let's put it that way. It could be way worse. I've seen worse software out there. And I feel pretty good about the copy as well. So I think we're going to wrap up and just call it a day. And get ready for tomorrow. So thank you all for checking in today. And I shall see you all tomorrow at some point. Until then, thank you for checking in, and I'll